Welcome to Good News Week, and the big news, terror monkeys. Monkeys. Monkeys of terror. According to Chinese media reports, the Taliban is training monkeys to use weapons against US troops in Afghanistan. Apparently, they win them over with Talibananas.
恐怖猴子，他们一开始先训练猴子使用木质的冲锋枪和轻机枪，如果做得好，就给他们香蕉和花生做奖励，再教猴子拿真枪实弹对着穿美军服装的模型发动攻击。他们本来是秘密武器。
They didn't even look like real monkeys. Terror monkeys! Terror monkeys, ladies and gentlemen. Their motto is see evil, hear evil, do evil. The report first leaked after photographs emerged of bin Laden outside his cave screaming, "Fly, my pretties!" Oh, it's a monkey with a bang. The most frightening part about hand-to-hand combat with a monkey is the first thing they go for is your nuts. The Americans trained the Taliban to fight the Russians, and now the Taliban are training monkeys to fight the Americans. There's only one solution. Train meerkats to fight the monkeys. The People's Daily newspaper says Taliban forces have taught monkeys to use Kalashnikovs, light machine guns and trench mortars. Monkeys with mortars. Never has primate poo been flung so far. The only problem with these soldier monkeys is they need to use tiny little guns. Or they spend most of their time flying backwards. A monkey terrorist is also easier to spot than a regular terrorist. He's slightly shorter, has marginally less hair, and is masturbating on the bus. Sadly, a NATO spokesman said the story wasn't even remotely based in reality, or at least it wasn't until the Taliban heard about it. Still, rather than take any chances, bananas in pyjamas have cancelled their trip to entertain the troops. I'm sure you're all loving the election campaign. You're loving it as much as me. But there's one thing I particularly enjoy, opinion polls. Don't you just love opinion polls? Gee, I wish there were more. It's just poll after poll after poll. What we need is a poll to find out which poll is outpolling the other polls. 1 minute Labor is ahead of the Liberals, then Liberal is ahead of Labor, but consistently leading the polls is piss off, I'm having dinner. Seems to be just in front. But then again, a couple of months ago, they were cruising to a massive victory on the back of the world's most popular Prime Minister. I forget his name. I think it was Mudd. Was it Mudd? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's still a bit of love out there for Kevin. Yeah. Why do we care about polls? Why? Why do we need them? How are we supposed to respond? Oh no, the party I like is behind. I have to vote harder. At this point, the poll results are totally meaningless. Isn't there some better way to judge who's popular and who isn't? Like, I don't know, some sort of day when we can all vote for who we prefer. Here's some good news. Europe has come up with a way to solve the crisis in the Middle East. A reality TV show with 6 Israeli and 6 Palestinian teenagers in a house, Big Brother style. This is the best idea since Obama and Osama shared a flat. It should be a terrific show, unless Israel decides to board the house and shoot everyone. Ooh, he's a monster. At least they'll be able to agree on the amount of ham on their pizzas. It's... No? Yes? It's wrong. Is that wrong? The show will be going to air on Monday nights at 8:30. That's right. Peace in our time slot. Next, the producers are going to solve climate change by locking up 6 oil company bosses and 6 polar bears. Can't wait for that one. And similar peace-building shows are also being considered between Syria and Lebanon, North and South Korea, PC and Apple users, the AFL and NRL, the Labor Party and the mining companies, the Labor Party and the Liberal Party, and the Labor Party and the Labor Party. And that's the good news. Why would you do that?
It's good news, Lee. Someone dropped the bomb somewhere, contaminating atmosphere and blackening the sky. It's good news, Lee. Someone found a way to give the rotting dead a will to live, go on and never die. It's good news, Lee. It's good news, Lee. It's good news.
I like that.
Oh, we're cutting up numbers for escort services.
It's sort of like homeless person's Christmas.
Thank you. Good evening. Tonight, because August 22nd can't get here fast enough, the bright-eyed Claire Hooper! The bushy-tailed Frank Woodley! And brilliant musical brain, multiple ARIA winner, and back with a new album from Itchy and Scratchy. Hooray for everything, our old mate Paul Mac. And they're making trouble for the man of vision, Mikey Robbins. The funny lady next door, Denise Scott. And about to head off to the Edinburgh Fringe, the rogue, Jimeoin.
That is such a great green on you.
Thank you.
Does Deni know you've got his shirt?
Boxing Deni Green.
Right, all right. I don't read the papers.
I don't either. It is a lovely...
Oh, it's going to be a long night.
When do you head off to Edinburgh?
About 3 or 4 days, really. That's it. I just got back from London.
Working?
Yeah, I was. It's normally miserable over there. Lots of Australians spend 2 miserable years of their life in London. I don't know why that city over other cities. Monopoly probably has a lot to do with it.
Do you drive around in a top hat?
No. I'm in the racing car. I met this young Australian girl, and she was in Soho, and I said, so, what are you doing here? And she goes, waxing men's balls. I was picturing her as a kid playing Monopoly, thinking one day I'll get to that city.
And so did you have yours waxed?
No. They're already done.
How are you, Denise?
Very well. But can I take this opportunity, because I know we're in election mode now, and speak about aged care?
Of course, yeah.
My mum has Alzheimer's. She's in an aged care unit, and there's no entertainment, apart from visitors. And I go there, and I have to say I enjoy it. And
There's a lot of movies you could watch again with the
Well, yes. And that's why the same with me. Like, it's great because the residents love me, they love my sense of humour, and I don't have to keep coming up with new jokes.
Yeah.
Thanks for killing my joke. Yeah, with your movie line. I mean, that's right. No, but the thing is... No, that's all right.
You can do it again, I've got it.
But my husband plays ukulele, and one of the residents with Alzheimer's in there, Sheila, she said, could you play I Belong to Glasgow? And so John started playing, and there's like 45 people all with Alzheimer's start singing, you know, I belong to Glasgow, dear old Glasgow. You'd know this. And, not really, no. Anyway, so they're singing, and then we get to the end of the song, and not a second passes before Sheila says, can you play I Belong to Glasgow? And, but the best thing was she not only said that, she said, I haven't heard that song in years.
I went to visit my Nana recently, and I said to her, Nana, because she's got all these bars on her windows. And I said, Nana, don't you think the security's a bit over the top? And she said, well, I did kill all those people.
Mr. Mac,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm pretty good.
You're back with us, and you have a new... What do they call them now? Albums?
Yeah,
They
no,
say
it's
albums
still a
still?
CD,
It's an album,
but
right?
yeah,
Album.
yeah. And we've actually upped the ante on this one. There's a sticker down the front. You know how they have that explicit lyrics thing? This one is actually restricted. You can't buy it unless
this
you're
has
over 18.
high-impact themes, not to be sold to persons under 18 years of age.
I've never seen that one before. So
Are you really, really descriptive in your crudity, or what's the... You know, how...
there's one chorus which I actually chose to be the first single, which might have to be bleeped out, but the chorus is never call me a fag, even when I'm dressed up in drag, even when I'm getting up the by a horse on a farm or a guy in a shack. I don't see what the problem is.
Which, bizarrely enough, is the second verse of I Belong to Glasgow.
All together now.
I don't know about anyone else, but my eyes watered just then.
Who did you think you were?
How are you tonight, Frank?
I'm good. Yeah. I've actually got a pimple just sort of on the inside of my buttocks, and when I walk it kind of rubs. No, it's not a major big deal, but, you know, you asked, and I'm... But I'm good.
Ingrown hair that's gone bad, do you think?
Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. Would you like maybe after the show you could have a look at it for me?
Yeah, I don't mind.
No, it's not. No, I'm good actually. I'm very good. I'm very good.
That's a very hard image. Now I've got to... Oh, well, you know, it's in my mind. It's
Sorry.
very hard to get rid of. Frank's ass with a
I'm
pimple.
picturing the right cheek.
Yeah.
So you guys are really upset by that image when he was being fucked up the horse by the arse by a horse. Didn't even worry you.
I find that can often lead to a pimple on the...
That's right. And you know what really upset me? While it was happening, some guy called me a fag. That was crossing the line.
How are you?
Oh,
Ask you
thanks
how
for
you
asking.
are. I like your hair.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Paul.
Is it a
my
bit
hair
Gillard?
looks-
Have you gone a bit Gillard? Is that what you
My
do?
hair looks like this because I was in Perth a few weeks ago and I went into a hairdresser and I went, can you make me look like Julia Gillard? It'll be hilarious. And then she talked me down a little and it ended up being a not particularly Gillardy red and so it wasn't funny or pretty. So this is how I solved it. I had to go a bit darker brown to cover it up.
Although that just gave me an idea. Maybe if you're going to do the show like that, Paul, maybe you could do the whole show like this.
The name of the game is What's the Story, Claire, Frank,
Yep.
Paul, get your teeth into this.
Oh, what is that even?
Not a crop
Fields?
circle.
There's algae or something? There's a man, Greg Sword. Greg Sword.
University
What are those things?
Locusts, a whole lot of locusts. Do you reckon? I reckon locusts are like, you know how I feel like both moths are the same to butterflies and locusts. They're like kind of feral grasshoppers. They're grasshoppers who really just don't give a shit and they've let themselves go a bit.
Yeah, so it's sort of like hares are to rabbits and Tasmanians are to the rest of us.
But I have no idea what it's something about locusts. That's all I know.
Yeah, there's another plague
There's
in
a plague.
Victoria.
Is that the story? Or is there more?
Because there's there's been more rain and there's less droughtage going on. The farmers' crops are happening a lot more, and there's been way more sort of locust plagues.
Being a farmer must be hard.
Oh, man.
It's not raining, and then the locusts, and but seriously, just a bit.
Farmers are never happy.
Yeah.
They're never happy. Never any money either until the farm next door comes up for sale. And then, I might have that in my front pocket.
Wouldn't a good solution just to go, I've started a locust farm?
It's going very well.
I don't know who buys locusts. You put them in I don't know, can you make food out of locusts?
Good eating.
You can because there are restaurants in Mildura serving like locust pizza and stuff. It's the locals getting behind the cause, kind of just going, well, let's fucking show these locusts.
You could have
eating them.
You could have a dessert called Locusted. Imagine you think you're getting like a dessert that's going to be low in sugar, and you open up and it's the locusts. You think it's going to be a kind of a low-fat custard, and it's locusts.
You're getting claps and people are pulling out of it.
It is a great diet food, though. Isn't it? It's a good diet food because in order to catch them, you use all those calories up, don't you?
Look,
Maybe they were catching locusts.
Can we just answer the goddamn question?
Yes, Paul.
There's a little bit extra to it. You've got the fact there are locusts.
We got the paddock, and we got the footage of the locusts, and then we got this guy, Greg Sword. And look, I'm not sure what he does, but because he's from a university.
I wonder if he's ever fallen on his own name. I don't even know what that means. Push on. Then keep going, and they won't notice that.
They are doing something they're trying to, the university, to genetically modify
yes,
the locusts.
That's what
I've heard about this, and it was...
To do what?
To help on the farm with odd jobs.
Apparently when they swarm, they're really close together, and when they're still hungry, when they're flying, they take little nibbles out of each other, and they're trying to encourage this behaviour by sort of upping that a lot and ending up with sort of cannibal locusts. So
Wouldn't that be amazing? They reach a particular threshold, it's just like... and they're gone.
That's it. 10 points, ladies and gentlemen. They do have it. Scientists at Sydney University are hoping to avoid an expected locust plague this spring by getting the insects to eat each other instead. Much of the frenetic activity in a swarm is locusts trying to eat each other while trying not to be eaten themselves. You'll often see similar activity at Labor Party National Conference. The scientists want to genetically engineer the insects so they allow themselves to be eaten. If it works, the coalition has suggested the same approach could be used on asylum seekers. Mikey, Denise, Jim, get a grip.
Okay.
Jeffrey.
Psychologist.
Oh, what's that? What is that? It looks like some sort of equation.
Figure.
Right.
Two men shaking hands.
Bad drug deal.
No one will notice us. Well, it's obviously got something to do with greetings.
Yes, shaking hands. How do you say that word? Specifically?
That's not how you say it.
No. Specifically.
I'm a fan of the handshake. The handshake...
The straightforward handshake?
Yeah, it's the good day.
Careful of my breasts.
Actually,
Yeah.
I like that one. That one's good.
Wasn't good for me. Handshake.
I don't like this one. I don't like that one when people do that.
Oh yeah.
I hate that.
Even worse on white people.
When anybody does that to me, I go 21 Jump Street.
You see, you two naturally. You two naturally shake it. Men do, but do you shake like when I saw you today? We didn't.
No.
What did we do? Oh. Yeah, but no, you used your tongue earlier, but no, it's a weird. I don't like shaking hands because that's in fact the way you spread disease. Shaking hands.
Some men do the hug thing sometimes.
What about
or sometimes you go to. I wanted to give a girl a kiss, but she turned to talk to someone else, and I was just.
It is very awkward. Or what about if you go to give a kiss, right? You give a kiss, and then it happens on the lips by accident, and you don't know the lips are coming toward. Oh, awful. Oh, not you.
I wanted to give someone the nod. I was walking along, and I did, but they didn't see it, so then I had to try and incorporate that into my walk, and I was.
It's hard to think of an alternative. Like, I often, because walking the dog, you think, well, it would be fun if we just sniffed one another's asses. Like dogs do, wouldn't it?
And dogs don't just restrict it. Like, quite often I'm walking my dog, and it's a very weird thing. You're there with somebody who's another you've just sort of met them, they're quite lovely, and you're just trying to be you know, your neighbourly, whatever, and my dog is humping another dog's face. And it's just hard. Do you know what I mean? I don't think... Would we be able to control ourselves if we...
I had the embarrassing one where the dog went quite heavy humping on the seeing eye dog. That was quite confusing for the fella on the corner that couldn't see.
Back to greetings, there seems to be some science...
There's the psychologist is part of it, and a formula.
Basically, there is a certain amount of endorphins and chemicals that are released within the body in proportion to the degree of affection within a greeting between two people.
Can you say that again so I understand what you mean?
A mathematical formula for the proper way to shake a hand.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Jim's got it. 10 points. In a bid to help people overcome uncertainty about the custom, British scientists have created a formula for the perfect handshake. A recent poll found 1/5 of people hate shaking hands because they're unsure of the technique. 6% of men avoid it entirely, although most of them are pirates. The signs of a bad handshake are similar to bad sex: sweaty palms, limp wrist, gripping too hard, and lack of eye contact. But you should be okay if you get the fingering right and don't release too soon.
Actually, no, the worst one, the power shake. You've had that one when you have some bloke where you get to he turns your hand on his back. It's like, oh, come on, what, you're gonna hump me now, alpha male?
If someone does that to me, I actually do a complete somersault and go, no, I've got you!
Also, a handshake should never be performed when emerging from a toilet cubicle or while inside one. And after shaking hands, never ever do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. So after one strong, firm round of Good News Week, the Hooper team are on 10 points, the Robbins team are on 10 points. Coming up, the pictures of the week.
It's Good News Week.
During the break, as we fought off the terror monkeys, both teams were given 3 clues to a recent strange but true story. Hooper, Woodley and Mac have symbolism.
Symbolism.
Symbolism! Oh, and it goes into the tunnel. It's going into the... It's going into the tunnel.
Is that really unnerving?
Geez, I tell you what, you never see Thomas do that, do you?
And slowly... Slightly older now, isn't it? Been in the tunnel once, bit over that, trying to get a bit of speed up. Oh, I can't be bothered.
Do you know how often that's going to be YouTubed by 14-year-old boys?
We also have a circus performer.
Roll up, roll up. Come and see the bearded clown.
You've already got a moustache and then you put that over it. You took it off and there's another one there.
It's like the first... I was trying to think if I was going to say the first something to the top of Mount Everest. I couldn't even think what that would be.
Actually, you know what it is? It's a Mexican traffic cone.
It's an iron chasing a moustache.
And finally, this.
Right, OK. Me and Paul are gonna sing a little ditty. With a kind of a bit of a Cole Portery, and this is the clue. Right, okay. Be a clown, all the world loves a clown. Be a fool, act the calf, and you'll always have the last laugh. Wear the caps and the bell, and you'll rate with all the great swells. If you become a doctor, folks will face you with dread. If you become a dentist, they'll be glad when you're dead. You'll get a bigger hand if you can stand on your head. Be a clown, be a clown, be a... All right, that's it, that's enough.
So
Sorry, did my best.
And Robin, Scott and McEwen have... an organ.
Oh, looks like your mother giving birth. That is truly a frightening image. The thought of you coming out of somebody's body, Mikey.
It's happened before.
Yeah, that's going to tear.
Don't even think about slapping me, Doctor.
We also have a number of candles.
Yes, probably quite spiritual. This similar sort of thing in the yoga class I do. And it's a really terrific form of yoga, very peaceful and gentle. And the teacher, you'd probably like it, Mikey, because the other day it was like, you were on the floor, raise your right leg. Then again, if you don't feel like that, just imagine raising your right leg. Perfect for me, perfect. And then I imagined I did a 4-kilometre run and I felt great. But yes, votives, something spiritual.
You didn't even go to the class?
And lastly we have...
I was going to sing a song, but I decided to get someone else to sing the song for me. Please
Yeah, because it's hard to compete with the quality of singing that we've had so far.
Well, I think they will. Please welcome on stage Tamsin, Carroll and Deni Hines.
Hello. How are you both?
How are we going to follow that?
I don't think
Do we get to, like, pick up the judges or, contestants? Can we flirt with them with this and stuff, or what? Only if you wear your hat. With a shoulder action?
Gosh, no. Gosh, that would be dreadful.
What do I have to do for a mint?
Okay.
You've done it.
After I sing.
Okay, that's creepy. I just gave Deni a lolly.
What has brought you two girls together again?
Love and Dusty Springfield. We're doing...
Love of Dusty?
Love of Dusty, doing a tribute show around the RSLs in New South
You will
Wales.
have dykes queued up around the block.
Thank you, yes. You reckon? I wasn't going to say that, but glad you did.
So, yeah, we're just paying homage to Dustwire and her songs and...
And you've did a big Dusty Springfield show before, didn't you?
Yes, but this one we have no girl-on-girl action.
Oh.
Sorry.
We'll see what we can do.
Are you touring now?
We're touring now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you at the moment?
Newtown and a couple of other New South Wales RSLs, going to the Gold Coast and Canberra.
It's the same carpet since the 1970s. All the RSLs were carpeted in the 70s. Thought I'd mention it.
Making sure we look out for that.
I love the carpet in RSLs.
Well, the good thing about the carpet in RSLs, it does save you taking acid.
It does.
It certainly does.
And it looks like Jimeoin's top was modelled off a carpet somewhere in, I don't know, casino somewhere in this world.
You drop it on the carpet, you can't find it. Where's the shirt? Where's that shirt?
So, do you have a clue for us?
Don't know what it is that makes me love you so. I only know I never wanna let you go. 'Cause you started something, oh can't you see? I only know I never wanna be with me. It happens to be true. I only wanna be with you. It doesn't matter what you do or what you say. I wanna spend this moment of the day this way. Just look what has happened with just one kiss. I never knew that I could be in love like this. It's crazy, but it's true. I only wanna be with you. I said no matter what you do.
Tamsin and Deni, ladies and gentlemen, doing the Dusty. More of those beautiful people at the end of the show. Now to the game called 1,000 Words. Hooper team, your best captions for these election campaigners, please.
I love this one. He's getting his meal. He's just got that look of like he's just seen greens on his plate.
I think he's just going, fish? Doesn't that come to Australia on boats?
As request, we've cooked the budgie you smuggled in, sir.
Denise, did you want to crack at it?
Yeah, I think, oh, God, how long has my fly been undone and what's made me so excited?
Look at the next one. Oh, poor Malcolm.
Woman holds up cardboard cutout of Malcolm Turnbull.
Oh, yeah, the one behind him looks like
looks like she's just holding him in a handle in the back of the head.
It looks like he's jumped into their photograph.
Yeah.
There's also the second photo of his head behind the other people, if anyone looked closely. There he is behind himself.
Be a clone. Be a clone.
I was thinking DJ's announcer's replacement for Miranda Kerr.
He's definitely got that kind of I've got nothing to lose look on his face. Like if the Liberal Party get in, that's a good thing. And if they don't get in, he can go, well, we would have gotten in if I was the leader. He's in a kind of a win-win situation. He looks so relaxed.
It looks like it should be on a bus shelter with the words, "Have you seen this man?"
Where's the bus? That's a bit sad. It's not a great snap of Malcolm. Normally he's very regal.
Yeah.
But there he does
He
look
looks
like
happy, though.
He looks happy.
He's happy.
He's never worn his pants higher.
Should you have a look at the last snap?
Julia Gillard unveils new miming tax.
Yeah, that one got
My aim is to say the words moving forward 10 million times.
Look, no knife.
Gillard gets stabbed in the back by next Prime Minister.
Actually, it looks to me as Gillard spots boat.
Or all the single ladies.
You guys, it's all crowded down here. Can you move back? I mean forward! Move forward! Turn around and move forward, but away.
DJ's announcer's new replacement for Miranda Kerr.
I've gone through the glass ceiling. What's this glass wall, though?
People of Australia, pull my finger.
Robin's team, your 1,000 words begins with this helpful chap.
Monkey escapes from Al-Qaeda.
Can you give the ball guy an apron because he wants one too and he's not happy?
I think maybe Tony's thinking I went on Hey Hey and plucked a duck. At the fruit mart and an orange I've sucked, and at this stage my campaign managers can go and get something like that.
Oh, the guy in the foreground going, who's eating my oranges? Not me.
The last... All right, it's not quite as sophisticated. The last PM could speak Mandarin, but I can eat one.
Woodley. Shall we move on? Let's see the next snap. Barnaby Joyce?
That's Barnaby Joyce.
Shooting people inside a submarine.
That doesn't need any explanation why he's doing that.
Who said I've got my hat on the wrong way?
Joyce explains coalition immigration policy.
There's possibly a little bit of conflict within the coalition, and he's thinking, Wascoey Abbott.
Should we have a look at the last snap now?
Sure.
Who dropped their guts?
Yeah, I reckon Keep
I don't
smiling, Wayne. I think she just moved emotion.
Actually, she's about to demonstrate moving forward with the shot put technique. It's a bouncing baby bonus.
Yeah,
The poor little baby, it looks like it's thinking, I'm too young to be a cliche.
Actually, the worst one I can think of was Who Shrunk Kevin Rudd?
That baby smells good. Don't lick the baby. Don't lick the baby.
Oh, I don't want to be Prime Minister anymore. This is what I want. This is what I want.
Vatican discovers new portrait of Madonna and child.
Tell me it doesn't look like Julia's made a baby hand puppet to take on the campaign trail.
One of the best things about an election are the minor parties. On August 21, we'll be able to vote for Senator Online, a group of candidates chosen by social networking sites like Facebook. The Liberals tried to get involved in online campaigning, but all Tony Abbott wanted to do was look up muscular Catholics on RSVP. Senator Online have already discovered if an election were held today, Australia would have 2 new Prime Ministers, Justin Bieber and the keyboard cat. For their first official candidate, the party has chosen a 27-year-old former police officer, or possibly a 62-year-old former sex offender. It's so hard to tell. Candidate Wes Baz thinks he has a great chance of winning, unless he's suddenly and massively defriended, like Kevin Rudd. The Hoopers are now on 25 points. The Robins is on 25 points. After the break, blow up your pants.
It's Good News Week. It's Good News Week.
This is Blow Up Your Pants. Come on down, Frank Woodley! Oh, they're playing it. What sort of music is that?
I'm Julia Gillard.
You feeling
Hey, shouldn't
comfortable?
there be some oxygen coming?
Oh!
That's an awkward
I want to help
handshake.
you up. I want to help you up. Okay, are you ready, Frank? Are you happy?
I feel nice. Yeah, I feel snug.
You feel
To be honest, I'm a little freaked out. So let's move on. 'Cause I'm a
Do you
little,
like enclosed spaces? Are you good? Are you claustrophobic?
I'm a little claustrophobic because I've got an older brother, and for fun, he used to push me down the bottom of a sleeping bag and leave me there for weeks. But that wasn't his best game. His best game was called Blender. That involved tying me to the Hills hoist, lifting me up, getting the motor mower out, starting up, turning it upside down, and lowering me into the blades. No, he never did that. Never did that.
Oh, nice.
All right. I hope I'm not giving anybody ideas. But I'm Julia Gillard. Okay.
So we get the engine started and you'll get out of there once you grab a letter, Frank. Oh, coordination skills. And the letter is G. G. Apparently you have to answer every question here with the letter G.
G.
Is that good? That fine?
That's good.
Good.
It's great. G. It's great.
G. What's your favourite body part?
Ghoulies. Gee, I love my ghoulies.
We're off to a rip-roaring start then. What do you think of when you look at Julia Gillard?
Gillard. Gillard is speaking to me, and it's. Goodness. She's got lovely ginger hair, but you shouldn't draw attention to her appearance any more than any other politician just because she's got internal genitals. Gee!
I've never seen this before in the show, but people are wincing. Fellas down the front, they go, oh, gee, that's a bit right. What can you never have too much of?
Gratitude.
Oh, where's the crazy music coming from?
You know, I felt so good about saying gratitude, I didn't even feel any need after giving the answer to go, gee. It's a bit ominous.
A word you enjoy saying?
Gastroenterologist. It's not a good thing to be, but it's a fun word to say.
would you do if you were invisible?
Goggle girls? Well, no, but not in a sleazy way, and just to sort of going to take advantage of the invisibility sort of way. You know.
Goggle girls.
Goggle at them with my goggle eyes. Isn't goggle a word? Oh, no, I'd find girls and I'd put goggles on them. And go, there you go, enjoy your time in the water. No one deserves a G.
I'm so glad there's a barrier between us at the moment. Something that gets you excited.
Girls. No, but they do, and that's just good.
Geriatrics.
It's a bit late now, isn't it?
Gastroenterologists.
If you were a vampire, who would you bite?
Girls.
I think you're stuck on a theme
stuck.
here.
We've got to move on. I don't know.
There's more G letters, words in the dictionary.
Gee, well, who would I bite?
Gary Glitter.
Gary Glitter.
He's a bastard.
Gore Vidal, because his name starts with G and it's the only name I can think of.
There you go. Gore Vidal.
I don't know.
You're going crazy.
I would gore Vidal. I'd gore him.
Come on, give him a round of applause.
Hey, Frank. 4 people in Carlton just pissed themselves.
I don't even know who he is.
What movie title best describes your life? Beginning with G, which limits the field.
Get Shorty, and that's a threat.
What would you do if you lived underwater?
Go away from sharks.
The magnificent Frank Woodley. That's it. Beast. Once again I say beast. A schoolboy in England has caught the mother of all goldfish.
What?
Yeah, that's a fucking big goldfish. The 2.2 kilogram, 40 centimetre monster has astounded scientists, baffled residents, and delighted local cats. It's thought to have been abandoned after outgrowing its tank, or possibly after smashing its tank open and forcing its owners to take it to a nearby lake. After throwing the goldfish back, the boy immediately caught it again, and then again, and then again, proving that while its body might be huge, its brain is still standard goldfish size. As yet, the monster fish hasn't announced what it's doing next. Offers are flooding in with proposals for interviews, book deals, and a one-off appearance on MasterChef. And after the break, we'll blast Denise's pants. The soundproof booth is calling you, Denise Scott. Denise Scott! What is it with the fast clapping, people? Scaring everybody. Are you ready? Are you comfortable?
I am. I'm comfortable.
Look, it's weird because we've just done a story about the monster goldfish. So,
I think I know where you're going, Paul.
You said the wrong thing.
You feel good now.
There you go. Get one that didn't actually fucking make it off the ground at all.
Hey, Paul.
Yes?
Better make sure it's not a W.
Oh, it's an M. What would you prefer
the
it to be?
W would be out.
Yeah, it would be splayed a little bit more. It's more slutty, the W.
Is that why it's called the big W?
Just an M on its back with its legs open, isn't it? Okay, then M. Do we have the M questions? Denise.
Yes.
If you were a superhero, what would be your secret weakness?
Maltesers.
Yes, they're not happy with that one. Something you regret.
Oh, making love. No. Oh gosh. By a highway. By the side of a highway.
Making love by a highway.
This is a long time ago.
Yeah.
A long time ago, and we weren't in a car. Could you move on now, please? I wish I hadn't said that. But yes, that is a real regret. Gosh, it is. Anyway, could you move on now, please?
Denise?
Please don't. It was in the 70s. It was in the 70s. Things happen in the 70s that you young folk wouldn't understand. And you just go with the flow, and that's what happened. Well, we got a flat tyre. Oh, look, please move on. And we had to fill in the time. Anyway.
What do you think of when you look at Tony Abbott?
Making love not. Please don't edit out the not. Oh, God. That'd be awful. Oh, God.
Something that makes you feel tingly inside.
Making love?
You seem to have got on a run as well. If you're a porn star... what would your name be?
Muffy. Magnificent Muff. Magnificent Muff.
Magnificent Muff. I thought you said Muffy, and I didn't want, the kids to get confused with the rabbit Miffy.
There's a place in Ireland, there's a town in Ireland called Muff.
Big place?
No, but I've eaten there.
Something you wish you were good at.
Making love.
One word to describe your husband.
No, magnificent.
Oh.
Maybe. No, magnificent.
Something that makes you angry?
Oh, metrosexual man bags.
Little man bags. You're not talking about man bags.
Actually, no, I am.
Those as well, the little upturned cactus.
No, man bags, metrosexual man bags.
That's little. When you see the fellas
annoying.
trying to look tough. It's not a good look for a fella, I don't think.
No.
I like that one, metrosexual man bags. Yeah. What would you say if you met the Pope?
Many mighty men making much money moon shining, Mr. Pope.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank Denise Scott.
Thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure. Lovely. The search is on for a young actress to play the soon-to-be canonised Mary MacKillop in the upcoming musical about her life, Mary MacKillop, the musical. If they spend as much time on the casting as they did on the title, we're in for a real treat. It'll be just like Wicked, but without all the green paint, magic or entertainment. The composer has been working on the musical for over a decade. The main problem has been finding words that rhyme with MacKillop.
And with God you will be Phillipped.
But the show will still be controversial. In Act 2, there'll be a lengthy sermon on the evils of homosexuality, just to drive away anyone with a genuine interest in musical theatre. Over there now, 25 points. Over there, 25 points. Coming up, hot spot. It's a game changer. I tell you, it all takes after this, ladies and gentlemen. We're making it at the moment.
It's good news week.
I have the big questions about the news of the week. They have their wit, their charm, and the ability to move forward. Are you all ready? Okay, here we go. What can we do to make the election campaign interesting? Don't rush. Okay, rush. No, don't rush. Okay.
There's nothing you can do.
I think we could do another debate, but this time introduce a randomly released leopard.
Make sure all of the election coverage is underscored with the music. All right.
Move to New Zealand, but don't tell Tony and Julia.
Have them do it in the nude. Like I dreamed it.
You too.
How can Tony Abbott attract more female voters?
Cover them big old ears in chocolate. Maybe not.
That wouldn't work.
Promise to buy a pair of boardies.
We shouldn't have to tell him. He should just know.
If you were Julia Gillard, what would you do with Kevin Rudd?
I think she already did it.
But now she should make him the minister of standing in a dark room being quiet.
Gimp.
What species should the Australian Army train to fight the Taliban terror monkeys?
This isn't an answer, but when you were young and you watched the news and they talked about guerrilla warfare, you did, didn't you?
They could get the distraction value of just having some sexy monkeys.
What would you train a monkey to do?
The ironing. I just really hate ironing. Get in there, ironing.
I'd train a monkey to play mystery hand.
Is that a wank joke about... Can you look me in the eye now, Mr. Mac?
Is that where you sit on the monkey's hand till it goes numb?
I'd train a monkey to host a TV show.
If you were in the Middle East reality TV house, what would you not do?
A turkey slap?
I'd actually like to see you give it a try, Denise.
A competition at the swimming pool to see who can do the best bomb.
Have a game of pass the parcel.
Just walk around going, what is that ticking sound? What is that ticking sound?
How can we convince locusts to eat each other?
Put them in nice underwear.
The thing is, you do visualise it, don't you? Which is...
And there's... Oh, no. No, but there'd be a whole world of just making we'd be crocheting tiny little locust panties and bras.
Crotchless.
Because crochet always says sexy underwear to me. Something that would look good on your body or on a teapot.
Don't locusts have mouths in their legs? And... No, don't they? Because it's a...
Ears.
Locusts have ears in their legs. And because of that, this joke doesn't work.
This woman comes home and she's got a pair of crutchless knickers on. And she lifts it up and says to her husband, go on, have a go on that. He says, are you wise? Have you seen when it's done to your knickers?
What's the worst way to shake hands? What would you do if you got past the Prime Minister's security guards?
If I got past the Prime Minister's security guard, I would keep going as far away from possible as I could get from her. And then the other way around, like I was getting away.
I'd strap a little electrical device to her body so that every time she says the words moving forward, it gives you a little...
Here's the last one. We've got TV shows to find chefs, singers and dancers. Which profession should be next?
Oh. So you think you can librarianise?
Crochet.
Actors?
So you think you can be Prime Minister of Australia?
That's it. Strange but True is next.
It's Good News Week.
Time to illuminate those strange but true mysteries. Claire, Frank, Paul, you had the train. Get me to the train. Get me to the train, darling. We also have the ringmaster.
Step right up and see the
See the amazing giant woman.
And,
Why don't we just say, remember I sung, or I sort of tried to sing Be a Clown?
Sing this
We can
song.
all remember that.
Yes.
We don't have to go back there.
sing the song.
You guys are, you're kind of masochistic. But okay. Just this more contemporary approach to it, because I don't really want to just do the same thing again. Fucking clowns, fucking clowns. I'm up to my neck in fucking clowns. There's fucking clowns over there. There's fucking clowns over there. There's one, and there's a fucking clown. I feel like a... See? Stop! Fucking clowns, fucking clowns, fucking clowns. Hit it with some beats. Fucking clowns, fucking clowns. I'm up to my neck in fucking clowns. There's a fucking clown. You're a fucking clown. And now, stop. Big finish. Fucking clowns, fucking clowns, fucking clowns. Everybody! Fucking clowns, fucking clowns, fucking clowns. One more time! Fucking clowns, fucking clowns, fucking clowns. Fucking clowns, fucking clowns, fucking clowns. What? Why did they make me do that?
Yeah, your hands are wet.
We actually set pyrotechnics for that. Outstanding.
Should we release that as a single?
No! Take it to all the summer festivals. No, I never understood clown phobia, but I do now. What I know about clowns is that it's like the top. It's the third highest phobia in Britain or something. That's what I
Spiders
read.
and needles.
Imagine if a clown was dressed as a spider coming at you with a needle. Your head would explode.
Actually, a clown shooting up spiders. That's terrifying.
Oh, yeah, I like that image, man.
Yeah, sleep well, children, sleep well.
So, how did you announce this? The train? You didn't call it a train. You
No.
called it
Symbolism.
symbolism.
Symbolises
So
something.
it symbolises having
Sex,
an intimate moment with somebody, doesn't it? So the clowns... If you want to overcome your phobia to clowns, you need to have an amorous evening with a clown. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So like, there's a donkey involved as well. Doesn't it, with the horn?
It's the other way. Donkeys go, and the Hollands go, They're the other way around.
Oh my God, what hell have we entered?
No, it is. It's actually quiet, but it's safe with clowns because when they finally, it's confetti.
Oh yeah, but when you finally give birth, one clown comes out, then another clown comes out, then another clown.
And so has it got to do with having sex with clowns to overcome
I actually
phobia?
wonder if this is called symbolism, because rather than us talking specifically about the sexual act, we're talking about things meaning something other than what they seem. You know, so clowns are meant to be jolly, but them symbolising fear to people. Oh, that's a bit of a long bow.
Have you heard about a story to do with clown phobia recently or something?
I have a feeling there's more than one circus, but I know that a circus...
No, there's definitely more than one circus. I haven't had many ideas on this show, but I'm very confident there's definitely more than one circus.
I understand you're the expert on clowns.
Sorry. Do you want me to sing Be a Clown again?
I mean, do you know the story?
I read about this one too. It's kind of like, I suppose, with circuses becoming a bit more sort of, new agey and not so sort of exploitative of animals. Maybe they're dealing with clown phobia by getting people to come who have chlorophobia, it's actually called, I think.
Oh, right.
And that's where they come and have limited contact with clowns and then sort of get over that fear. So some circuses in England are doing that at the moment.
Yeah.
Chlorophobia, clown phobia.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds a bit like when the clown gets you.
Coolophobia. Coolophobia.
So the nice circuses to get... Is that what it is? People are getting their phobias of clowns overcome?
What's it called? Clownselling.
Counselling. People are undergoing counselling.
10 points, ladies and gentlemen, for them. British circus is offering free counselling for people who suffer from coolophobia, the medical term for a fear of clowns. Sufferers have an extremely traumatic time, especially on Red Nose Day. One part of the therapy involves meeting the clowns out of their makeup and fright wigs. Unfortunately, that's now been stopped because once people had seen them in regular clothes, they realised clowns could be anyone. Don't move, more Strange But True coming right up. Strange But True, the second coming. Mikey, Denise, Jim, your clues were the heart.
Hello! Hi there, boys and girls.
We also have the candles.
And Tamsin, Carroll and Deni Hines.
Make them welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Tamsin, Carroll, Deni Hines.
Tamsin and Deni. That's them. Yeah.
I don't know what it is that makes me love you so. I only know I never want to let you go. 'Cause you started something, oh can't you see? And ever since we met you've had a hold on me. It happens to be true. I only want to be with you. Don't know what it is that makes me feel this way. I only know each moment of each every day. 'Cause you started something, how can't you see? And ever since we met you've had a hold on me. It happens to be true. I only want to be with you. You stopped and smiled at me, asked if I cared to dance. I fell into your open arms. I didn't stand a chance. And you said, honey, I just want to be beside you everywhere. As long as we're together, baby, I don't care. 'Cause look what has happened with just one kiss. I never knew that I could be in love like this. No matter what you do, I only want to be with you. I said no matter what you do, I only want to be with you.
Deni Hines, ladies and gentlemen. Tamsin, Carroll. Beautiful.
What's it all about?
Well, we've got the heart. And we've got a heart, and I think that's heart disease, like heart, because... No, but, well, you've got... This suggests something sad, maybe romantic, and the heart, maybe heart. Oh no, that doesn't suggest heart disease. That suggests rude stuff and. But no, I think it's heart disease. Do you reckon heart disease?
Well,
I have no idea.
It is actually a bizarre combination of the heart, heart attack, and affairs of the heart. If it's the story I'm thinking of.
Well, we've got the candles.
The candles.
I only want to be with you.
Well, there's 14 candles.
I thought maybe 14 days, like there was something to do with 14 days.
A fortnight.
Well done, Jimeoin.
You're on the ball.
Jimeoin is brought to you by the number 7 and the colour green.
They don't have the word fortnight in America.
What have they got?
2 weeks.
This chap, it was somewhere in Europe, I'm trying to remember where. His wife was convinced he was having an affair, and she was very untrustworthy. Well, I mean, she wasn't trusting him, which tends to happen with affairs. And to the point where he actually had a heart attack and died, but she stood vigil by his deathbed, or death chair, I think it was, for a fortnight, or, as Jimeoin would say, 2 weeks. Just to make sure he was dead, because he thought the moment she left the room, he'd bugger off and have a root.
She actually had to go, she had to be confronted by Tony Abbott a number of times going, it's dead, it's buried, it's cremated, let it go.
They are right. Well, Mikey's right. And it is true, to make sure he wasn't faking his death to run off with his mistress, a 72-year-old Romanian woman, kept watch over the body of her husband for 2 weeks. For the husband, those 2 weeks was some of the happiest days in the marriage. Of course, his wife didn't spend the whole time staring at his body. A lot of it was spent rooting the milkman. Here we go, the game all the taxpayers love, Tony and Julia's Fast Money. In New Mexico, police found a man naked on the side of the road with his prosthetic leg on fire.
His friends did it. He lost a bet with his friends and let them do it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I've heard. No, seriously. When he's on holidays, Adam Hill's friends go nuts.
Oh, don't make fun of Goody One Shoe.
In Germany, a couple sustained broken bones after their lovemaking took an unexpected turn. What happened?
Out the window!
Bang! Thank you very much. Yes, they fell out of a first-floor apartment.
All I can say is respect.
This last one is open to anyone. In Oregon, emergency workers arriving in a minor car accident found the passengers covered in blood and suffering from very strange injuries. What was going on?
They weren't injured at all. They were actually going to a fancy dress party as zombies covered in blood.
Yes, he's right. So in the clown car tonight, Claire Hooper, Frank Woodley and Paul Mack scored a wacky, zany 92 points. Ran by Mikey Roberts, Denise Scott and Jimeoin on 107 points. 10.com.au/GNW is the address to get the podcast, go behind the scenes or sponsor a Taliban terror monkey. Just don't open the letters they send back. So we say, clowns, and leave you with the good news for the week ahead. Swan Lake on ice will begin its season in Melbourne, followed by the Nutcracker on crack. In Sydney, the gluten-free expo will go horribly wrong when someone doses the "I can't believe it's not gluten" with "it actually is gluten after all." I'm getting a bit sick of all these gluten-free events. Does that make me intolerant? The John Button Prize, the award for the best piece of work written on politics, will be presented, followed by the John Politics Prize for the best piece of work written on buttons, and the Politics Button Prize for the best piece of work written on the John. Fergie's daughter, Princess Beatrice, will turn 22, which technically makes her old enough to mate with a cousin. And the US PGA Golf Championship will begin. With Tiger Woods there, parental guidance is advised. Good night.